A week ago today, actually technically yesterday, I brought this beautiful prototype coop to my home to give it a try. We put 6 baby chicks in there that are not really babies. They're 6-7 weeks now. And I just wanted to do kind of a quick walk around and let you guys know what my thoughts have been so far after having it for a week. And we've done all kinds of experimentations with it. We did a bunch of rain tests. It hasn't rained here in a while. It's supposed to start raining this week, so I can't wait to see what the surface tension is going to be like. But I can tell you with the test that we did with the garden hose, which I know is not exactly rain, but it's pretty damn close. I was actually very surprised how there was actually not a lot of surface tension. I thought there was gonna be a lot of surface tension that was gonna actually be worse because of this rubber edging that I couldn't be happier with. I am loving this material. It's staying on, not falling off. It's supposed to be exterior rated, so we'll really see, especially down here in the beautiful Carolina sun. The other thing that we did is chickens, as they get older, I was reminded how fortunate I am to have adult chickens. It's kind of like babies, you know, they're kind of a pain in the butt till they get a little bit older. I couldn't handle, they kept tipping over their water and whatnot, so we upgraded to an experiment with this new rain barrel. It's just a little bit shorter, but it supposedly is 50 gallons. We got the hose bib a little higher right there, and we got the water bar working. We got the pump working. Not that you need the pump to be running constantly. I got the feed in there, and it looks like the chickens haven't been making too big of a mess. And what I mean by feed is we got the bigger feeder in there because they were just eating up their other feed. Chickens are using their water bar, as you can see already, so that didn't take long. We got them used to using that really quick. And yeah, it was Easter yesterday, so we had to put a disco ball egg in there. I don't know why. Overall though, here's the thing. I have been very happy with this coop considering how short it is. And it's short because we want to keep the price down and not having the deep litter. But when it comes to having chickens, and I know they're not adults yet, they're not laying, I just have been very happy with it. The look is growing on me. We have not painted it, not stained it, and I'm not going to. I really want to show you guys what it's going to look like with Acre just being exposed to the elements. The one thing that I don't love, and this is just why I love the deep litter system on our regular Carolina coops. I'm going to open this up. Yeah, it's this right here, and I think it's because they're babies. It's not awful, but the 4 inches, they get in here and they start kicking it. And I also think it's because I don't have a dust bath for them yet down inside the run. I think they might be coming in here trying to take a dust bath. I'm gonna get a dust bath for them down inside the run. But I mean, not a big deal. That's it, just gets in the way of the door. Here's the other thing. We got 6 chickens in here, and I am shocked. So it's warm right now. It's about mid 80s. I forgot to open the doors today, and it's not nearly as warm as I thought it was gonna be in here. God, it actually feels good. But more importantly, zero smell. I just love the hemp. It is such a good diaper. And then of course, with the deep litter system, with our regular Carolina coop, you can go 12 inches. You can go for a very long time, not have to clean it out. I can't wait to see how long we can go before we have to clean out this hen house. So that's the ultimate test. So we are going to open up the windows one-handed. These are my favorite windows. I never thought in a million years for a coop that I was having so many problems designing, because it's hard to design a cheap little coop where you don't sacrifice quality and safety and health for the chickens. But these windows are so easy now. Look, I just opened it up one-handed, and we are going to be putting a feeder hopper on the outside here. I looked at Evan's first design this morning. He's not in love with it. I'm not in love with it. I got to take a crack at it. I want to get it so once the feeder hopper is on this side, we won't have to go in there at all and deal with the chicken feed. So now the water will be over here. The feed will be right there. Chickens will have access from the inside to the feeder porch, just like they have access to the water bar, and we'll be good to go. I don't know the reason for the disco ball. I think it's just something Non thought was cool. I don't know if it's actually really a boredom buster where when it spins that they're gonna chase it. I think they're just gonna learn real quick. You know, the other thing I was thinking too is I wonder how soon you guys feel is a good time to let your baby chicks come out in free range. Also notice, you know, they're knocking down a lot of the grass, but look what they love. I'm just gonna take some of this clover right here. They, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I don't know if it's a texture, if it's the look, they love clover. I've been having a lot of fun. I'm so used to big coops you can walk into. This is probably the smallest coop we've ever designed for production potential. I love that they're already learning to use the water bar, so that's gotten easier. My life just is getting easier, even with a small coop. I guess bottom line, that's what I'm trying to do, is make it so even with a small coop, your life is easy. And I will recommend, you know, again, no more than 4 hens in here. I think that's gonna be a little tight, even for 4 hens. Mainly because of the nitrogen load. You're gonna have to have a perfect diaper where you could put a little foundation in. Maybe I'll do it for this one so that you can fill it up with some hemp, some healthy straw. And that's going to be really the ultimate test, is I'm used to a big diaper. I'm used to a huge diaper, so you got a lot of room for error, especially using the industrial hemp. Here, eat some clover. Here. It's so easy to teach them to use the water bar. Actually, I didn't do anything. They just figured it out. They'll get thirsty enough. They will. And just like that. And you want it beak height. What's also really nice is this attaches to the hardware cloth, so I'll be able to adjust that very easily as they get older. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is I asked Evan to add in the design. We're going to put a little triangle down here at the bottom. A little triangle. Oh, hi, Murder. Lady Murder Mittens. A little triangle there so that when you close this door, there's something for it to get pushed against, and you know, just to keep predators, because they're not going to try to pull on it, they're going to try to push on it. I think that's going to be needed, and that's going to be so easy for us to add. And because we already have a little bit of scrap still in the program, that should be real easy to add to it at no extra cost. That is the nice thing about this coop. There's hardly any scrap left over. Love the metal roof, the 1/2-inch hardware cloth. I can't wait for them to start laying eggs. I can't wait for them to be full adults and see what the full experience is like. So that's 1 week with the walk around coop. So nothing real exciting, nothing real special, other than I'm actually happy with it. And I'm not just saying it because it's my product. I am actually probably my worst enemy, my biggest critic, because I expect the best, not only from my entire team and the company, but especially for myself. Once again, less is more. Simple is good, and that's what this coop is all about. So hopefully we'll have the feeder hopper on soon. That'll make it real easy. I know a lot of people have been saying, you know, Matt, why don't you put it on wheels? This isn't meant to be on wheels. It's not rigid enough. You know, it's all out of Acre. It's meant to be put on a flat level spot and stay. That's it. Could you make a nice rigid base on wheels and wheel it around? Sure, but you got to have perfect flat level ground to make sure that's worth it so that you don't have those gaps underneath. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Listen, if you want to be a beta tester for this prototype coop, here's what I need. 1, just get a hold of us. 2, this is all about figuring out the shipping. So I'm really loving the hope to have about 20 people from all different parts of the country. Also, wanted to know what it's like when you go to assemble it. That is a huge one. We're always trying to make it so it's so easy to assemble. This is the easiest coop to ever assemble, especially because how small it is, all the index points. Acre makes it so forgiving, so easy. You can't split it, which is really, really nice. And then, of course, understand it is a prototype. It's not perfect. There really is no such thing as a perfect coop. If you really think about it, God knows I'm trying to make a perfect coop, but it is a prototype. Is it perfect yet? No. But what is perfect? What are we trying to achieve with this coop? And our customers, I've learned over the years, you guys give us the best input. You give us the best ideas. But bottom line is, I am looking for a coop that makes it so that most people that are thinking about getting into backyard chickens, they may not have a large budget, and I totally get it. Okay, especially now with inflation and the tariffs going on and whatnot. I am just hell-bent on making sure China can't win this battle of affordable chicken coops. God knows their coops are coffins. We shouldn't even be calling, that's why I call them Chinese coffins, or the coops are just not really chicken coops. And they lie to you. We are not gonna lie to you, okay? Especially when it comes to the number of chickens in there. But I really want to know everything from you guys of what you think about this, especially every little detail, all the way down to the hardware. Murder doesn't come with it, just so you know, Murder Mittens. She's my baby. She was actually born in these bushes, believe it or not. That's how we found her. So bottom line is, again, I can't thank you guys enough for watching this video, and hopefully you get it. I am just trying to come out with another product that is readily available, very, very affordable, never gonna rot. You never have to paint or stain it, even though you can. I can't wait to see all the different things that people do with it. I think this will be a great coop for schools. I always picture, and I love, and actually a couple schools have done this, where they put their handprints in the paint, they put their handprints on the chicken coop. They'll dip the chicken's feet and let them walk on the ramp or parts of the coop, whatever. You can have so much fun with this. So, and it's also a great starter coop. If you are thinking about getting into chickens, you're like, man, I don't want to drop a lot of money on a chicken coop, so I'm not sure if I'm really going to get into it. Totally understand. That's another reason why I love this coop. It makes for a great brooder. Okay, and that's actually what I'm kind of was doing with this today, is in the past couple weeks, is using it as a brooder. The other thing is, if you have a very small area and you can't have a lot of chickens, you shouldn't have a lot of chickens if you have a really small lot, let's say maybe like 1/8 of an acre, this coop can work for you. Just don't overload it with chickens. So again, thank you for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. And of course, always love to hear your comments. Love to hear from you chicken police. And if you're interested in being a beta tester, hopefully this makes sense, give me a call. Looking for those smart people out there that can give me excellent feedback to help all the future customers. Later.